Hi everyone, I recently made a short video about these 5 words and it got a lot of views, so I thought I would make a longer video explaining each of these words individually. We are going to look at the word, listen to its pronunciation, explain the meaning, look at the word in a contextual sentence. We will also look at other words that rhyme with the word and that follow the same spelling pattern, and then we will also look at other words that rhyme but do not follow the same spelling pattern. And then at the end of the lesson I will give you a couple of bonus words that are also spelt with ough, which were not included in the original short. So if that sounds interesting to you, let's take a look at our first word. Here is our first word and it is pronounced tough, tough. It means either strong or difficult, complicated or hard. And in a contextual sentence we might hear, the exam on Friday was incredibly tough. Some words that follow the same spelling pattern and that rhyme are rough and enough. And then we have some words which rhyme but are not spelt the same. For example, stuff, puff and cuff. This is our next word and it is though. Though. And it is a conjunction that we use to contrast something that we have just said. It's similar in meaning to but, however and in spite of. And in a contextual sentence we might hear, he is a funny person, though he can be a bit grumpy sometimes. Words that rhyme and that follow the same spelling pattern could be dough, although, or furlough. And words that rhyme but that follow a different spelling pattern are slow, no, and throw. Let me just take a minute at this point to ask you if you are finding this lesson useful and enjoyable. Don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's continue. Number 3 is through. Through. And this can mean from one side of something to another, or it can mean from the beginning of one point of time until the end of another point of time. For example, the train went through the tunnel. With through, I wasn't able to find another word with the same spelling pattern that actually rhymes with it. So we don't have any words that follow the same spelling pattern that rhyme with through, but we do have some words that follow a different spelling pattern that rhyme with through. For example, we have you, shoe, and through, which of course is a homophone of through. And this through is actually the past tense of throw. Number 4 is thought. And of course, this is the past simple or the past participle of the verb to think. For example, she sat and thought about what she would do the next day. Some examples of words that follow the same spelling pattern as thought are bought, the past of buy, brought, the past of bring, fought, the past of fight, sought, the past of seek, and finally ought, from the semi-modal verb ought to. Other words that rhyme but do not follow the same spelling pattern are short, caught, and taught. Number 5 is thorough. Thorough. This is the British English pronunciation. Americans, I think, pronounce it thorough, but in British English we say thorough. And this means careful and detailed. For example, we did a thorough search, but we still couldn't find the missing keys. So a word that rhymes with thorough and follows the same spelling is borough. A borough is part of a town or a small town. And then we have some words which rhyme with thorough, such as ultra, under, colour. Anything that basically ends in that schwa sound can rhyme with thorough. So those are the original 5 words and all their different pronunciations of the O-U-G-H. Now let's look at a couple more. The first one is off, like in cough, which of course is to, to push air out of your lungs. Another example with the off pronunciation could be trough, which is a long, thin container which is usually used to feed farm animals. And the final pronunciation is ough, like in plough, which is a piece of farm equipment which is used to help plant seeds. Another example is drought, which is a period when there is no rain. And the final example is a bough, which is a large tree branch. Those are all the pronunciations of O-U-G-H that I have for you today. I hope you've learned something new and that you found it interesting. If you have, don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching, and we will speak again soon. Bye for now.